Hello, this is Frank McLeod, creator and developer of Musanizer, the digital music organizer for your band or orchestra, putting your digital library at your fingertips, or at the fingertips of your members 24/7. When opening Musanizer, this is the home screen seen by everyone. You can see that it has a link for those who select to install the mobile version. It has a link to take you back to your organization's site, and it shows the names of the librarian and the administrator. There are 3 roles defined as you see: the member, the librarian, and the administrator. For this overview video, we will only be looking at Musanizer from a member's perspective. So let me log on as a member. F. McLeod. That's me, and then my password. This is the main member screen of Musanizer. Let's look at its layout. The first paragraph, just a welcome. The second paragraph are instructions on how to do a search. Musanizer has very easy and very powerful and flexible search method. Before we do some search examples, notice the 2 check boxes to the upper right. Agree to the digital caveat and review the digital caveat. So let's click the review, and you see the text that has been chosen by our organization. Of course, your organization or any organization's name would be written in here in place of just the X's. Your librarian can make it say whatever your organization chooses as far as the statement itself is concerned. Or your organization can decide not even to use that, and just the check boxes will not show up. Okay, let's hide it and back to the page. Now, to agree to the digital caveat, simply check the box. And actually, you cannot see any music and go forward unless this box is checked. So now for the search process, we only have 8 songs in the sample version, but this works equally fast and efficient if there are 1,000 songs. Our largest client at this recording time has just under 500 songs on their system. Let me use the letters WA as an example. It gives you a great idea of the flexibility of searching in Musanizer. When I put in WA, you see the 2 song titles which contain an A in them: Amber Waves of Grain and Washington Grays. For a demo of printing and other features, I'll use the song, however, Symphonians. Now let's say you have no clue how to spell it, but you remember it begins with S-I-N, so just type that. Voila. If you only remembered that it ended in I-A-N, type that. See how flexible your searches can be? Okay, select the song, and on the right side, you see a parts list come up. This represents the section to which I have been assigned for the music group in Musanizer, and also note that it represents the parts in the instrumentation by the arranger. So if there's only a trombone 1 part, that's all that would show up in this list. If there were trombones 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 parts, then all of those would show up on this list as being in my section. Once you see the parts listed, you select one by highlighting it. I'll select trombone 1. Now look at the options at the bottom of the page. The 2 top ones are for everyday needs, just to print 1 part or print the song for the entire section. So to print one part, check the agree box to continue, and you get the part neatly displayed in a PDF format. Look at the menu bar across the top. Back, forward, or obvious, refresh if needed, and the home page. But then some specialty icons: the play icon, the print icon, and the bad scan icon. The play icon lets you link to audio samples of the song that your librarian may have put in your system. We have audio samples in my organization's system for every song we have listed. We've done that by going out to the suppliers of sheet music, like J.W. Pepper, for example, and they give them demos of the songs that they have for sale. So that way we avoid putting it on our website, using up the space, but not only that, not getting any copyright issues playing the music off of our website. So we use others, either the supplier of the sheet music, or in some cases we have to go to YouTube and find a good representation of the actual arrangement we are using. So that's what the play icon will do for you. If there is no audio available, there will be a little statement here in place of the icon saying no audio files found. Then the print icon does exactly that. It opens up the print dialog box. And then the bad scan icon is to let your librarian know that you've encountered a problem. For example, some scans come through with very light staff lines, or the note staffs are bad, and they're just not legible enough for you to play comfortably. You can click on this bad scan icon, and whatever your system's default email system is, it will prepare an email for your librarian, and then you send the email. Let's go back and this time print all parts in the selection. So now you see that the PDF is 6 pages long. It's trombone parts 1, 2, and 3, 2 pages each. Let's go back to the member page. Next two options, note they do not require a song title, just a parts list shows up. And you can zip all of those together and download them to your computer or device. It's very useful in today's world where so many musicians are using digital devices to store their music and from which to perform. And then there's also the option here for an upcoming performance. If your organization uses this option, then your librarian will keep it updated as to the songs that are in any upcoming performances. And that's handy in case you have someone that is going to sit in and help out for a performance. You can print all the music for the performance in set list order and hand it over to them. Another feature, the last item on the page, is to do a manual lookup of songs. This shows you all the folders that are in the Musanizer music collection on the server. Then you can open a folder by clicking on it and see the list of parts. The advantage of this method becomes apparent when, for whatever reason, a file was misnamed or some other typo prevented it from coming up in the automated system we used above. For example, let's use the manual method and go to Symphonians again. Notice at the bottom of the parts list screen, Musanizer has thrown up an exception, a part that does not fit the correct naming scheme. So if we do not find it in the auto system, all is not lost. We can open it here and see if we can find the part or see the part. If we do, we can click on it and see it as a PDF and print from there. Back to the home page. This has been a quick overview of Musanizer as your members would see it. I hope it has been helpful. The librarian and the administrator both have an abundance of tools and reports to maintain the system and to keep it running smoothly for your musicians.